Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to the final episode of Race to 100. I'm Neil Batay.
I'm Rick Storcell, and we don't want to say final, but we will say this is episode 100.
Episode 100
Oh my God.
Of Race to 100, Season 1. As we alluded to earlier in the season, there will be more seasons of Race to 100. We appreciate all of the support from our viewers and subscribers. So before we get into it, Rix, I would like to ask you, what would you say was your biggest takeaway from doing Race to 100 this summer?
You know, thinking about it, I'd have to say that I am shocked how much there is to talk about, especially when it comes to race in America.
Yeah.
When we started out 100 episodes, are we going to be able to come up with something unique to talk about every single day? And it felt like the world sort of just provided it for us.
Yeah. That's a good.
That was
very good
that was absolutely surprising, and the fact that we could actually engage people out there. Some of the topics weren't necessarily as attention getting as others, but those ones that we hit on, it really helped me at least understand the YouTube community a little bit better, and what it is that people are interested in hearing about, what sort of conversation we should be having. The feedback you guys have provided has been just astronomical when it comes to helping us get better at what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. So even though we've done 100 episodes, and hopefully we'll do hundreds and hundreds more, but for the time being, just reflecting on those 99 topics up to this point.
It's not. And people have said, like, man, you guys are really, pumping all the stuff out. But my biggest takeaway from doing Race to 100 this summer, Rix, is probably learning how engaging the YouTube community is, like how interactive the viewers are. Like every time I would watch, even like
you guys are very interactive.
You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I would watch like a video that went viral, you would just see all of the comments, and you never really read them. But like having my own YouTube channel, our show Straight Up, and seeing people, because people didn't really comment on Straight Up episodes, but people really commented on Race to 100. People from all across the globe had something interesting to say, from the United States to the Middle East.
My goodness! Like all over the world.
It's very moving to know that the message you're putting out there resonates with those outside of your world, outside of your circle, and
that you can have a conversation with people you've never met before. Absolutely. You have no idea their background or story or anything like that. They're just contributing their thoughts, and it starts this dialogue.
Yeah, and it is very rewarding. So
we've learned a lot. My goodness, outside of the research that we've done, the stuff that you guys have shared with us have educated us beyond anything that we could have done on our own. So a shout out to you guys, absolutely.
Shout out to our viewers.
So what's next for Straight Up?
We get ready to start filming for season 2. In the meantime, Rix has been working on a little project that we've linked to the channel called Weird News Daily. Make sure you guys tune into that. Rix just kind of takes some crazy stuff happening within the news, within the world that the news misses, that are actually some pretty interesting stories, and he puts them together. He's been doing his thing. Make sure you guys tune into that. But for Straight Up Season 2, we're getting ready to film, bringing back some old guests, having some new ones on, just anyone with something interesting to say, talented young individuals with a compelling story to talk about who they are, what they do, and how it impacts the world.
Yeah, and we're hoping to keep the content rolling out, keep interesting stuff showing up on your subscription feed. So even though Race to 100 is going on its first ever break, we will still be providing you with stuff to hopefully entertain you and inform you in our own unique ways. I know Neo's got some projects that he's working on as well. Victor's working on some things. So we're hoping to be able to release those projects within next couple of weeks, next couple of months, however it ends up working out with our schedules. Which this has been quite a effort to film pretty much every single day, trying to get an episode done. We live full lives outside of this particular show, so being able to coordinate everything has certainly taken a lot of energy. So as we regroup, we will hopefully come back sooner than later with another episode of Race to 100. We might change up the format a little bit. We're not sure right now. We're going to take a couple of weeks just to breathe a little bit, and collect our thoughts, collect your comments, see what it is that worked, what didn't work, and move on from there. But yeah, the interview show of Straight Up, man, if you guys haven't already, I'd recommend checking out some of our interviews from season 1 of Straight Up. We have some phenomenal and fascinating people who we ended up interviewing, and like comedian Nate Burrows, Reverend Lillian Daniel. I mean, just such a diverse.
The Boy, Illinois. Support
absolutely.
your local artist, Chicago. I mean, he's an artist on the ascend. He's been doing his thing.
So
Cousin Dom, you already know, of Elite Society. He's not a rapper. He's a life coach. That's what he calls himself, Dom.
we have a bikini competitor, Sonia Robinson.
Bikini competitor. Yeah, it's crazy. People I know from school. Like, I went to a wedding and they're like, "Yeah, we know you have a YouTube channel." They're like, I haven't watched all your episodes, but everyone saw that. Everyone saw that one.
Man, it's a good. It's like they're all good.
You throw the word bikini in there, and the eyes just come focusing into the channel, man.
And Dr. Shannon Boyd.
Dr. Shannon Boyd.
And John Sherman.
John Sherman. People we know from back in the
pro
day
basketball player
who have been supporting us as well. Thank you guys so much as well.
So yeah, season 2. Look forward to that. I'm guessing it's probably going to air around the same time that we aired season 1, which will be sometime in January. That takes a lot of coordination and work to get all those interviews lined up, get all of our schedules set, and we actually have a studio for that. So
commuting through the cold.
Oh my goodness!
It's much easier said than done, guys. It's but
Chicago winters. That's always a.
But again, pleasure. I can't tell you guys enough. Like I know I said this is fun. Like I don't know what I get from this, the emotional stimulation I get from doing these, man. But we've been having a blast doing this.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate your support. Speaking of shout outs.
Oh no.
My favorite part. Come on. You remember on episode 85 you said you would have
I feel like I could send a sundial.
No, you said you would have 80. You said in episode 85 you would have a longer list of shout outs for 100. Give the people what they want, man.
The shout outs?
Yes, sir.
Well, aside from our viewers, which I'm eternally grateful for, especially those that tune in day after day, wow, that's just really cool and rewarding. So in that group of people who end up watching us every day, my family obviously is at the top of the list. They don't ever comment on my videos. My sister will sometimes leave a comment when we shout her out. So, sister Lizzie. I'm not going to use her nickname this time, but and my parents as well for watching on a daily basis. I gotta give props to them, and again, to all of you who have traveled with us on this journey, especially those of you who do leave more than frequent comments. We love the fact that you have participated in this conversation so much, and for me anyway, that's probably the biggest reward. What about you?
Well, since you were
can I
begging me, no, you gotta stay here. Just give the people what they want. Since you were practically begging me, I'll just get down to it. Look at this guy. It's all good. Okay, where do I start? Let me start.
Where do you start?
Mom, dad, my brother, right? My brother, okay. Then all my aunts, cousins, and uncles. Those are important. So, okay, I got the familial. All right. Then we do some of our original supporters, the Elite Society ones. Dom, Dale, Bills, Ario. Okay, we got Elite Society out of the way, right? Cool. All right. Now who do we shout out? Then we shout out the friends from college. No, from high school. Rick Storcell, my co-host. My dear friend Rick Storcell.
I'm glad I'm in your shout outs.
Yeah, of course. We've got to do that. Victor Marquez. He's the guy with the long red ponytail that looks like Jesus Christ on Straight Up with us. And
Blasphemy.
Claude King, the homie Claude King, who will one day be a celebrity therapist, light-skinned pretty boy. Shout out to him. Now we go to the friends from college. You see, there's a way of doing this. Would you like to shout out your friends from college, or would you like me to just go ahead and shout out?
I mean, just go for it. Go crazy, man.
Okay.
Do they actually watch us on
Of course, they are. Everybody, I know all my close friends from college are all subscribed.
I feel like you've listed off more people than we have views on actual videos.
I've listed off, what about subscribers, homie?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's
thank
fair.
you. So, are you done interrupting my shout outs, please? Okay.
Just go for it.
Okay, thank you. John, Aldo, Joe, Elliot, Chris, Marcus, Kyle, Tunde, Josh, Jesus, Francisco, my man Cisco. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and the feedback you've given me regarding the YouTube channel. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Now I've got the friends at the airline I've got to shout out. Ernesto, Tamika, Renee, Nikita, Just Nikita Vlogs. We've said this over and over again. She's been one of our biggest supporters from day one. So make sure you guys tune into our friend Just Nikita Vlogs. A very talented young woman doing her thing. Takira, Kush, Ninoska, Jasmine Williams, a star in her own light. You already know. Yeah. And last but certainly not least, all of our viewers, subscribers, and people who have taken the time to comment on our YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for the support you've given us.
I feel like we have to give an MVP to YouTuber Jennifer Clark.
Clark
Comments on so many of our videos.
She's definitely a daily watcher. So
thank you.
You have you received the MVP award for these shout outs.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Race to 100, episode 100. Thank you so much for your support. So with that being said, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for more access to episodes of Race to 100. None of this would be possible without the support of our viewers and subscribers. We appreciate all you've contributed over the last 3.5 months. So, with that being said, I'm Neil Batang.
I'm Rex Thorcell, and thank you for meeting us at the finish line of Race to 100. Peace.
Woo! We're done! Oh, Dad! Oh, we finished it! Oh!